Hi guys, I'm at my apartment gym today and I'm going to work on some chest and back, and I'm going to use the Selectorized machine here. So it's got a couple of different sides. It's got one side you can do some chest press and lat pull down, and then this side it looks like some flies. So I haven't really been on this one yet, so I need to experiment and play around with that. I'm gonna do a little bit of warm up on the elliptical, and I'm going for a little run later, so I'm not gonna do the cardio in between. But you do what you gotta do. If you're not going for a run later, you better get that cardio in between. All right, I'm gonna start with this Selectorized machine and do chest. And I haven't been on here yet, so I don't really know what adjustments I need to make. Actually looks okay right now. This thing also has quad extensions, kind of a multi-purpose thing. So I already can tell I need to move the seat forward. No, I'm okay. This is okay. So we can move this back. So there are lots of adjustments. You just need to make sure it's adjusted for you. Let's see. This, I'm just going to bring it in a little bit closer. There. Let's see if I can pull the back out a little bit. There. Now, I bet this is going to fit me just fine. Yes, much better. So, got my back against the pad, got my legs under the rollers. You don't have to do that, but it will help brace me just a little bit. My core's tight. It's a little bit far back, but I didn't want to start too far up because I want a good range of motion for this chest press. So I could do regular chest press with this one. I could change my grip if I wanted to focus on a little bit more triceps, more narrow grip. And sometimes, you know, if you have little things going on, shoulder issues, wrists, elbows, things like that, just changing the grip on something or the handle, whatever you're using, you can still do the exercise. That's a trick I usually tell people, try different ways of doing the same exercise and see what works and see what doesn't work, just so you can keep moving. So I didn't count, but that's about 15. That felt pretty good. So you want to be careful when you're bringing it back so it doesn't overstretch your shoulders. That's one thing, I'm not very flexible in my shoulders. So I'm going to turn around and go the opposite direction with lat pull down. So my hands are a little bit wider than my shoulders. Sit down, lean back, belly tight, and I'm holding this right up under my chin. Think about getting those elbows down and squeeze your shoulder blades down. You're just making the letter W. And it comes right up under your chin. One of the biggest mistakes I see people do on this one is they try to bring it down too far to their belly button or whatever. You just stop right here, like doing a pull-up. So if you think about the same motion, you're going to stop in the exact same place you would be if you were doing a pull-up. Except for I don't have to pull myself up, which is a good thing. And I think that's 15. All right, that's those two. All right, core in between this one is going to be planks on the ball. So these balls need a little bit more air, but that's going to be fine. I'm going to make kind of a triangle with my arms, belly tight, and walk my feet out and hold that plank. I don't have the timer going, but I'm going to hold it for whatever I think is about a minute. Now, if this is a brand new exercise for you, one good modification is to put the ball against a wall, and that'll help stabilize the ball a little bit while you get used to it. And you can bring the ball off the wall. Once you get a little bit more advanced at this, you can start to add some knee pulls, different directions. But I'm just holding this today. You can add some leg lifts. Anything to make it a little harder. Tap, tap, out, out, in. Lots of ways you can make planks a little bit harder. Obviously this is hard enough. I'm shaking. I'm just gonna hold it about 5 more seconds. Woo, and a good stretch. Ah, it feels good. All right, that's it. Next, we're gonna try this Selectorized machine for flies, forward flies and reverse flies, so I can get those rear deltoids and pegs. I'll lower the weight quite a bit. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure it's the same on both sides. And I can make adjustments here, in and out if I need to. I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Let's see. Bring these handles forward. I have no idea what this weight's gonna feel like. So again, ground your feet, suck your belly in, and push your back against the bench. Oh, this is pretty easy. I'm gonna change that. It's not too easy. Just gonna go up one more level. That's the thing with these Selectorized machines is, well, these just are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you don't know what the weight is. I mean, and I really don't care what the weight is. I just want to feel resistance. All right, that's pretty good. One more adjustment. So when I go back, my range of motion, I need to go just slightly past my chest, right? I don't want to open all the way up like that, but just enough that I've got full range of motion. So I'm going to do one more adjustment. I'll move these back just one notch. Oh, we're ready to go. All right, here we go. Belly tight. And now the weights shouldn't hit. There you go, that was perfect. When I get back to what my range of motion is. And everybody's different. That's why they make these machines with so many adjustments. And what you want to feel here, it's like you're squeezing a pencil right between your chest. I think this is about number 12. Take a big deep breath in as you go out, and then exhale as you go in. And you notice my fingers are loose. I don't want to feel like I'm death gripping this thing. Just keep them loose and push with your palms. And relax. That was it. Woo! Shake it out. All right, now I'm going to use the exact same machine, but I'm going to pull these all the way in to the inside. Sorry for all the banging and clanging. And then I'm going to turn and face inside. Probably. This height is fine. So this is like the dumbbell exercise we did the other day. On chest and shoulders day. Let's see, it's banging. Oh, that's the best I'm going to be able to do right there. So I just need to not let it go quite as far back. Same weight feels okay. Facing forward, because you're using really tiny muscles, little chicken cutlets. When you isolate like that, when you're going forward, you're using your front delts, but you're also getting a lot of help from your chest as well. So that's why when you turn around backwards, it feels a lot harder. Plus, we do more exercises, like we might do push-ups a lot, but you might not do pulling exercises a lot, which you need to do balanced. So got those two. All right, next exercise is another one of my favorites, side planks up and down. So I'm gonna make sure my elbow is lined up under my shoulder. So it needs to be a little bit in, what we think is in, to begin with, because if it's out here, it's not gonna be in line. So I want it here, you can Put your palm flat. I reach this arm up. That way I'm not hunching forward. My feet are stacked on top of one another. You can't see those, but they are, I swear. And I'm just gonna lift my hips off the ground and tap it down, up, down, up, down. And emphasize that squeeze at the top. And 15 little balls. Woo! That feels good in a tough kind of way. All right, turn on the other side. Right here. Wipe the sweat. Yes, I'm sweating. Even though I'm not doing the cardio in between, I'm still not taking a lot of break in between the exercises. So it is keeping my heart rate up quite a bit. Again, this is another form of circuit training, even though I'm not doing the cardio in between. 14, I think. 15, little extra squeeze. Ah, woo. All right, next exercise is gonna be push-ups on the ball. So if you've never done push-ups on the ball, you can make these as hard or as easy as you want. I'm trying to get myself at a decent angle so that you can see, but you start out a little bit back. I'm gonna start back here. So when I roll out, you can see if I wanna make it easy, I'll be right here on my knees, but you gotta keep your belly up so you're in that plank position. Woo, and this is hard enough for me today. Block until I'm out of shape. Plus I'm doing this at the end of my workout, so it's a little bit harder. Oh, but I don't want my back to sag, so keep those hips lifted. So if I wanted to make it harder, when I get out here, roll back a little bit more so you can see me roll out farther. I could roll all the way out until my toes are on the ball. There. I got one. Oh, I'm out of shape. I used to be able to do those easy. Okay, we can make those hard as easy as you want. Just by rolling in or out. Main thing is keep your core tight. Guys, on the Selectorized machine, good thing about these things, they've got all sorts of attachments, different pulley points. So I'm going to attach this straight handle down here at the bottom. And I haven't checked the weight yet, but what I'm going to do is an underhand row, pulling right to my sternum. That weight actually feels good. So your knees are bent, your elbows tight, you're hinging from your hips, and you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades. And again, exhale as you pull. But I think that was about 12. So again, we're going from that 10 to 15 range. And that weight actually felt really good. I could feel it in those rhomboids. Ooh, right between my shoulder blades. So good. All right, let's exercise. We're gonna use the ball again. It's the theme of the day, Selectorized machine and ball. So again, I wish this thing was blown up a little bit more, but I'll take what I can get. So ideally you want a ball to be, when you sit up tall, hips and knees are a straight line. So anyway, it's okay. I'm gonna roll all the way out till my hips are lifted. And I'm just gonna hold this here. This is called a bridge. Bridge on the ball. So it looks pretty easy, but I can really feel my lower back work. My glutes are working, my hamstrings are working. I can watch that inch farther. Oh. So this helps counter the plank that we did earlier. And of course you can do things to make it harder. I'm gonna bring my feet a little closer together. That makes it a little bit harder. I can try to, ooh, I haven't done this in a while. Extend one leg, ooh, that burns. Let me try the other one. Ooh, that's hard. I haven't done that in a while. So again, I would try to hold this for about a minute. This position is great if I wanted to do some flies here. I could do that with dumbbells if I didn't have the machine. All right, that's it. All right, one thing we haven't talked about yet this year is sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. So I'm gonna steal a couple of these sanitizer wipes. And you wanna make sure you clean your machines, dumbbells, balls, whatever you use, whatever your body touches, whatever your hands touch. So you wanna wipe everything down before and after you use it. So this should have been a thing before the COVID, but it's definitely more imperative after all of this mess we've been going through. Yes, it's 2021, so we're starting the year off right. I'm cleaning everything that I touched. So make sure this is for your safety and the safety of everybody else in the gym. And like I said, this should have always been a thing, but now it's just more important. So make sure you do it. I'm gonna wipe off this ball that I used. There. And then of course, next thing I do is go wash my hands and arms and face. If I'm not going to shower straight away, sometimes I go straight shower, but definitely go wash your hands, wash your face, wash your body. Keep sanitizing, because we want to still be able to keep these gyms open, the ones that have reopened, and keep everybody as healthy as possible. We want this stuff to go away. All right, bye.